My name is Frederick Gaizon. Currently, I live in the U.S., Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. But actually, I was born and raised here. Well, not in Monrovia, but actually in Monrovia County. It's a little village near Swamp. That's where I was born at. I left out of here in 2000, went to Ghana. We were there for 8 months. Then we went to the U.S. in July 28th of 2000. So we've been there now for 25 years.
So is it your first time coming back home?
No, actually, it's not my first time. I came here in 2016. I brought my wife. In 2016, we came here.
Okay, so what is the main purpose of visiting Liberia?
Well, the main purpose of coming here was that my younger brother never met our mother before. So we know that our mom was getting old. So after talking to him about it, one of us to plan the trip together. So that's what we did. So that was the main purpose of coming. Here we go.
Oh, come on here. Oh.
Morning.
What? Chaco. Oh, my old.
So that I can accompany him as he came to see our mom after, so many years.
Okay, let's talk about how was the experience like?
The experience has been great, honestly. Just how friendly, people are. Being here, honestly, I didn't know how expensive the place was until I came back the second time, and then having a chance to really meet families that I haven't seen for over 20 something years. I mean, I got nieces and nephews that I never met. And this trip, I was able to meet all of them. Well, not all of them, at least most of them, and spend some time with them, get to know some of their children a little bit. So that experience was really, really good.
So how was the feeling like meeting these people after a long period?
It was strange because there had been a disconnect for so long. So the thing is like that perspective of us, what they're expecting for us to do, they feel like we haven't been able to do that for them. So I wasn't too sure how they were going to receive us, so to speak. But after just meeting with them and sitting with them and letting them know, that we all have different struggles in different walks of life. Don't matter where we live in this world, we all deal with different things. Because we oversee doesn't mean everything is always bread and butter for us. We deal with our struggle and they deal with that struggle, even though it's different. But I appreciate the fact that they understand, what we're going through. And at the same time, we understand what they're going through, because most of them they don't have the means like that, but they don't sit with their hand between their legs. They still get out to hustle every day to put food on the table for their family. So that really, made me appreciate them more. And likewise, they did the same thing for us too.
Okay, so let's talk about places that you visited in Liberia.
So one of the places that I stood at was Labasa. That was very nice. Very nice place to go. I mean, that's one place I would recommend for anybody that come here. You want to relax and just kind of like get away from the city, the noise. They have a nice swimming pool. They have a lazy river. They have a good restaurant. Then on the other side, the beach is right there. So that was good. And we also visited our village where we're from. So that was good. Just even going through that place, because I remember as a kid, that road where we walk on, I mean, where we drove on to get to the village. Me and him, at the age of 4, we walked that place all the way from down there to Calcutta all day. 90, like the middle of 99. Honestly, so we left from here. As you can see, the dusty road. Can I have you?
No.
We walked the thing all the way from the village, and it took us over like what, 10 hours, just walking by foot. We got to the Kota before we were able to get in a vehicle, and we were seeing Monrovia until like the early January. We left Monrovia, we went to Ghana. Was in Ghana for 8 months, then of course then to the US. You know, so being able to go there as a grown individual, and now we have a driver that driving us on the same road that we walk on. It was a good feeling. See, you got a sex sign like that. Let them not get it. You know.
So what did you really enjoy about Liberia?
What I really enjoyed was giving back to my family. Giving back. Because we wanted to give back to our people to show them that we haven't forgot where we came from. So being able to give back to them in a way that we did. And even up to now, we're still getting praises. Because even last night we met with some family member and they even brought it up, what we did for the village and how much people appreciate it. That part I really, really enjoyed. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, is there anything that maybe in terms of the country itself that you really enjoy?
Yeah, the country itself, people are building, honestly. And just being here as a kid, I didn't know how much beauty the place have, to be honest with you. But just coming back and having the opportunity to visit different places, even the place where we are now, right behind us is a nice, clean, a beach. Some of these things we didn't even experience it at all when we were here as a kid. But now coming back to visit all these different places, it really adds meaning to the trip.
Let's talk about your experience in the red light West Point.
So, red light was crazy. As you guys will probably see some of the footage, our friend that came with us, he was like a celebrity among us. Everywhere we went, the guy got more attention than any of us ever did. They referred to him as uncle or as a giant, so to speak. The man would be walking, everybody stopped, they're looking straight at him in red light. It got to the point where getting a little bit uncomfortable for us because we want to make sure he was safe. But being from New York, he feel like he didn't care who they are. He was ready to throw down with anybody. But we're just trying to make him to like chill, relax. We got you. Everything gonna be okay. So that happened at red light. So we went to Waterside. Actually, we went to Waterside, and the lady that is selling that market, as you'll probably see in some of the footage, when you turn in, you're supposed to like face your body a certain way so you won't hit the people market. But unfortunately, he did. He hit the lady market and everything went on the ground. The lady got upset. She picked up the flip-flop. She wanted to throw it at me because I had my camera, quote-unquote, recording. So he did what up and told the lady, said, I'm going to buy some of your things, but seeing being rude to me, I ain't going to buy nothing from you. So we get to West Point and having the bleeding heart that, Kyle and Tyler had, they wanted to help the people seeing the condition it was in West Point, which was good, good intention. But that led to us being surrounded by hundreds of people, and it was kind of getting a little bit ugly, and we physically got to grab our driver, and we had to run out of there, get to the car, hoping that we're going to leave right away, but we couldn't leave because then the car was surrounded by over 60-something people. Then on one side, people started getting into a fight because who's going to take the money that we give. So it was good experience, just to see how much people working with little, even though they don't have it. But one thing that I did see here, I didn't see a homeless person on the street with a sign that we normally do back in the state. I'm homeless, please help. Because here, nobody really, not pay too much attention. So people just making ends meet by any means possible.
Okay, would you like to visit Liberia again? And if also you want to recommend to other people to visit this?
Definitely, definitely. I would because this is home for us, regardless of how far we are away from Liberia or how long we've been gone, whatever the case may be. This is home for us, and we'll always come back here. And for those that haven't been, not just Liberia, but to any African country, especially if you are African American. I know, like back in the state, we taught a lot of things in school about Black history or African history, but come to the roots, and you'll be able to see some of the things for yourself. It will give you a complete different perspective of just not just African, but just the Black itself. You'll be able to see exactly not only where things started from, but the progress that these people have made was little. So I would definitely recommend that.
Any other thing?
Um, yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that have been around us, even yourself, meeting us at the airport the first time we touched down. That was a big deal for us. Seeing you, Eli, and also the driver, that really put a smile on our face, giving that warm welcome. So we really appreciate the effort you guys have made, being able to accompany us to different parts of our trip in Monrovia here. So we really appreciate it.